Hi, everybody. Welcome to WCA Extra. This is our live desk streaming show, kicking off around 9:15. Just wanted to touch base here with our Adam Sullivan. He was at a bridge reopening, ribbon cutting earlier this week, and it was a big one at that. So I'll kind of kick it off with that. Adam, thanks for being here.
Yeah, no problem, John. Good to be here.
Good to see you. So kind of just run me through this. It's the General John, is it not John? Is it John Stark Memorial Bridge?
Yep.
Yep, and it goes over the Connecticut River, and a lot of people, big deal. Governor was there. Kind of run me through why this bridge opening, state to state, is such a big deal.
Yeah, it was actually the first new bridge over the Connecticut River built in the last 20 years. So that alone is a big deal. It was the bridge, the new bridge is replacing two old sort of weathered bridges that were in need of serious repairs. But really the big difference is on the Brattleboro side of the river. Governor Sununu, who you mentioned, was at the event along with officials from New Hampshire and Vermont, sort of quipped about the intersection that Route 119 previously sort of ran into right in downtown Brattleboro. It's sort of like this weird 3-4-way intersection with the co-op driveway right there as well. And so all of the traffic coming from Hinsdale was essentially flowing right into this weird intersection. And to make matters worse, the railroad tracks are right there as well. So when a train is coming by, as we know in the story that I'm sure you're going to air, the traffic gets way backed up. And so it's obviously an inconvenience for commuters, but really sort of a danger if for first responders or ambulances, that sort of thing, try to get through. So the new bridge actually goes, it doesn't feed into that intersection, and two, probably more importantly, it actually goes over the railroad tracks, so trains can flow freely underneath the new bridge, so traffic is not impeded at all.
No, absolutely. It definitely sounds, if you're a commuter down there, it sounds fantastic, honestly, as far as being backed up, but again, to that point with the emergency vehicles. And we talked a lot about this new bridge, but let's talk about now the old ones. Now there's two older bridges, and what was being discussed as far as the plans for those, or what could happen to those?
So the plans are in the works, and it's really kind of exciting. And another thing about the new bridge, it's actually beautiful. It's elevated. It's much higher than the current, or the old bridges, I should say. So the view sort of downtown Brattleboro is really impressive. But the old bridges, actually, there's some cool plans in the works. I don't think anything is set in stone yet. But one of the plans is a pedestrian trail, like a walking and biking trail, that would keep the bridges obviously active, but not open to vehicles. And then there's also sort of plans being milled about, again, nothing set in stone, to use some of those bridges or some of that space, that land, as outdoor recreation space, possibly space for outdoor restaurants, food trucks, that sort of thing. So there's a lot of potential there. When it comes to those old bridges, they are going to it sounds like they are going to be staying in place. They won't be taken down.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it sounds like a kind of a win-win for commuters, drivers, economic driver, of course, too, but sounds great.
And really, John, it's important to note that, the Twin States, obviously New Hampshire, Vermont, two separate states. There is a border that's, defined by the Connecticut River, but myself included, we travel, living in the Upper Valley or on the border. You're traveling back and forth across those two states daily, multiple times a day. So this new bridge sort of is just, it facilitates that crossing, because there really, while they're two separate states, there really is not too much of a difference between the two states.
Well, like you just said too, as a person like yourself, you do a lot of reporting down in New Hampshire, you do a lot of reporting in Vermont. So, for people who have to commute out of the state to go to work, it's a win-win. It's great. It's great news.
Right, exactly.
But
$77 million project. New Hampshire paid for all of it, because New Hampshire is the one who is actually responsible for the bridges, all the bridges that cross the Connecticut River.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, can't wait to get a glimpse of this bridge. I know we had a couple days ago, but we had to cut down everything. But Adam, thanks so much for hopping on this morning. I know shedding some light, and stay warm out there too. It's real windy out today. I went out to get coffee for the morning show. It's cold.
Yeah, it's not as cold as Antarctica, though, John.
Yes.
And that was another
Yes.
story I worked on this week. Dartmouth students down to Antarctica looking for the oldest ice in the world. So we're doing relatively well compared to down there.
That's true. That's true. Get a look at that story, too, if you haven't, for anybody who hasn't seen that. That was great. That was actually really, really cool this morning, Adam. But anyway, thanks for hopping on. Well,
yep, good to see you, John.
Good to see you. Again, that was, our Adam Sullivan just talking about new bridge going over the Connecticut River. It's actually from a few days ago, but especially if you're down in that area, it's going to be a big plus for your commute here. I'm already signed into Zoom. I need you to go. Here we go. All right, we'll get that set up for you.
It is a project more than 30 years in the making, but the ribbon has now been cut on the General John Stark Memorial Bridge.
3, 2, 1.
With a quick snip of the scissors, the 1,800-foot span between Hinsdale, New Hampshire and Brattleboro opened to pedestrians Tuesday. Cal Hiley of Guilford was one of the first to cross.
I love the idea of being able to walk across a bridge before it's open. That to me is like, what a thrill.
The bridge on Route 119 replaces two older bridges that were in need of serious repairs. But it also solves a big problem on the Brattleboro side.
I think just the sense of connection.
The new bridge bypasses a busy intersection in Brattleboro and, more importantly, goes over the railroad tracks, allowing vehicles to continue unimpeded when a train is rolling through town.
Traffic would back up in Brattleboro, traffic would back up in New Hampshire. Emergency vehicles couldn't get through during the time when the train was coming through.
Convenience, economic activity, and a better view are all getting a boost with the new bridge.
It's really a central bridge for all of New England.
New Hampshire Governor Chris Sununu was one of several officials from New Hampshire and Vermont celebrating the completion of the new span.
It really drives economic dollars, jobs, opportunity, workforce opportunity. Having the partnership.
Plans are in the works about what to do with the two old bridges. A pedestrian trail and outdoor recreation space are among the options being discussed.
It's going to make it so much easier for people to move back and forth. I mean, it was scary on those bridges when big trucks would come.
It is a $77 million project, and the bridge will be officially open to cars in the next day or so. Reporting from the Hinsdale, New Hampshire, Brattleboro Town Line, Adam Sullivan, Channel 3 News.
Yeah, and there was our Adam Sullivan there. As you can see in that package, Peter, a lot of people bundled up. I can't express to you the last couple of days getting out. I feel like my whole face and neck have just been chapped.
Oh, I know. We've
wind.
definitely gone into like dry skin season. It's just, it's been cold, and today is not only cold, breezy, dry out there. It's really tough. We'll show you satellite radar right now. Again, any of the snow showers that we had been seeing are basically tapering off at this point. Could still see a few snow showers, basically confined to the higher elevations, though, as we head into the rest of the day. Today, temperature-wise, air temperatures, they're really not all that bad, all things considered. Most of us are in the teens and low to mid 20s out there, but you take into account that breeze, it definitely feels a whole lot cooler than that. Here's how the day shapes up on Futurecast. Again, maybe the chance at a few mountain snow showers. Otherwise, I think we could actually see a good amount of sunshine here as we head into the rest of the day today. Tonight, clouds are back on the increase, the chance at a few snow showers, generally up and down the spine of the Green Mountains. So daytime highs here for today, really not going to move all that much. We'll talk temperatures, upper teens, low to mid 20s out there. You see that wind out of the west-northwest between 10 and 20 miles per hour. That's going to mean wind chills basically stuck in the teens and single digits and teens here through the rest of the day today. Tonight, again, most of us back into the teens here. Snow tapers off. Still the chance at a few snow showers here and there into the night ahead. 7-day forecast, again, mountain snow showers still possible for both today as well as into your day tomorrow. Sunday, we start to warm things back up. Mid to upper 30s. Notice as we head towards next week, we're back into the 40s, John, and it comes with the chance at a few more rain and snow showers once again.
Yeah, Peter, it's... So we got some layers here.
No.
You know, I feel like I come to work and I usually wear the same.
Yeah.
It's not quarter zip. It's like a zip up jacket.
Yeah. But
it's not enough.
No,
anymore. I haven't really made that transition yet.
Today's going to be one of those days where it's like It looks sunny outside. It looks like I should probably recreate, but
No.
I'm going to go home and probably just bundle up in a blanket and stay that way.
I feel like my car was almost, you could feel it when I was driving to work this morning. I feel it sway.
Oh, yeah, the wind out there this morning. Yeah, and still, so.
Yeah, it's just bundle up for
Yep.
sure. Peter, I think that does for us here on WCA Extra, of course. You can see us again on Channel 3 News at noon.
Yep.
Of course, all of our content at WCAX.com. And like Adam Sullivan said, too, he just did a story on a Dartmouth researcher in Antarctica. That was actually really cool this morning. But we want to talk bridges tonight.
And that's summer in Antarctica.
Yeah, it is.
South of the equator, summer.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
That's summer in Antarctica.
Yeah. Okay. But that in mind, check out that story and, of course, all of ours. And we'll see you back here in just a few hours.
Yep.